Hey everybody, Captain B-Nard back here with another Sun and Moon Wi-Fi battle. Today we have a battle against Jordan. This is a friend of mine in real life, and the man also known as CrashLove37 from the YouTube channel CrashLove Gaming. They cover pretty much everything video game related, not just Pokemon stuff, and I've worked with them several times in the past. So I'm going to go ahead and leave a link to their channel in the video description so you guys can go ahead and check them out as well. So we decided to have a little cross-channel inter-promotional Wi-Fi battle here for the first time ever, and it turned out to be a pretty good battle, so we're going to go ahead and get into that. So looking at the team preview, he has quite a few good lead options. He has the Minior, the Mimikyu, and the Toxapex. So I wasn't sure what he was going to lead with. He actually ends up leading with the Toxapex. So I just lead with my Ninetales so I can get the Hail up quick and possibly an Aurora Veil too. So my Snow Warning is going to activate to make it Hail right away. And here I'm actually going to go for a switch right out of the box. I don't want to take an attack or get poisoned or anything, so I'm going to go ahead and come in with my Flygon Sparks, as he actually just goes for the Toxic, and that is going to land to badly poison my Dragonfly, unfortunately. So then we're both going to go ahead and take some Hail damage, and he is going to regain that health right back with the leftovers, or Black Sludge I should say, as I'm going to take some damage from the poison. So he's going to go for the switch here. Guess he doesn't really have anything to hit me with, so he's going to come in with the Minior, and the Shield's Down is going to activate right away. And I actually just take this opportunity to go for a Dragon Dance to get my attack and speed up, just trying to set up to do some damage to his team. And then we are both going to take some Hail damage. And I'm going to take some more damage from the poison. So this turn, I am going to go on the offense. I'm going to hit him up with a Dragon Rush, trying to take him out. But he does survive that in the red, unfortunately. And he's going to go for the Shell Smash. So that is going to drop his defensive stats, but then also sharply increase his attack stats and speed. And he actually has the white herb on there also to put his defenses back up to normal. So we're both going to take Hail damage here again. So he is just going to barely live that, unfortunately. And then I'm going to take some more damage from the poison. So the Shield's Down is going to activate again, transforming him back into Core form. So because of that, he gets another speed boost, and he actually outspeeds me now, so he's going to hit me up with an Acrobatics, and that is going to be more than enough to finish my poor Sparks, the Dragonfly, off, just dying all the time, just like in Spyro. So he is going to live that Hail damage again, as I'm going to come in with my Alolan Muck, and I'm just going to hit him up with a Shadow Sneak real quick, just to finish that Minior off, and that is going to tie us up at 5 Pokemon apiece, and that is going to be it for the Hail. So then he's going to come in with his Beware, and I'm just going to go for a switch here. I don't want to catch an attack from this thing, and there's not much I can do to it anyway, so I'm going to come back in with my Alolan Ninetales just to get the Hail back up. And he actually just goes for the Hammer Arm here. So that is going to drop me all the way down to my Focus Sash, but I do survive because of it. And that is also going to drop his speed off. And he's going to take some damage from the Life Orb and the Hail. So I could go for an attack right here, but just in case he decides to switch, I actually take this opportunity to go for the Aurora Veil instead, just to ensure the rest of my team will be more bulky for the next 5 turns. That increases both the defense and special defense. So he is just going to hit me with a return to finish off my Ninetales and drop me to 4 Pokemon, and he's going to take some more Life Orb and Hail damage. So then I'm going to go ahead and come in with my Kartana Samurai Jack, and I am just going to hit him up with the Psycho Cut here. I didn't want to go for the Sacred Sword just in case he decided to go for a switch. I did get the crit, but I'm not sure if it mattered or not. That is going to take care of the Beware and drop him to 4 Pokemon, and of course I am going to get that Beast Boost to raise my attack, and I'm going to take some hail damage. So then he is going to go ahead and come in with the Turdinator, and I'm going to go for the switch here. I am Choice Scarfed, and I'm not confident I can take him out in one Psycho Cut, so I'm going to go ahead and come in with Volcanion. He just goes for the Will-O-Wisp, so that's not going to do anything to me. And then we are both going to take some hail damage, but I'm just going to regain that health right back with my leftovers. And he is actually going to regain that health back with his leftovers too. So, nice little stalemate here. So, I'm going to just go for the Steam Eruption here just to try and get some damage on him. That actually does a lot, taking him down into the red, but he does survive. So then he's going to go for the Draco Meteor, trying to get damage on me as well. That is not going to do a whole lot because of the Aurora Veil, and I am pretty bulky, so that's only going to do about a third. Partially lower his special attack, and that's going to be it for the hail. And we are both going to regain some more health with our leftovers. So this turn, he actually decides to go for the switch. Doesn't want to get taken out with another attack, so he's going to come in with the Toxapex. And I do just go for another Steam Eruption to get damage on whatever he leaves in. That's actually going to do about a quarter, so not terrible, considering Toxapex is very bulky. So I'm going to regain more health with my leftovers, and he is going to regain health with the Black Sludge also. And that's going to be it for my Aurora Veil. So I'm going to go ahead and switch out here. There's not a ton I can do to this thing with the Volcanion, and I want to save that for later. So I'm going to come in with my Reuniclus Cell, because I do have the Magic Guard ability, predicting the Toxic, which he does go for to poison me. So again, because of the Magic Guard, I'm not going to take any damage from the Toxic, so that's not too bad for me. So he's going to go for the switch again then. Not much he can do to me with the Toxapex, so he's just going to come in with the Turdinator basically as fodder. I'm just going to hit him up with a Psychic, and that is going to be more than enough to finish him off and drop him down to 3 Pokemon. So then he's going to go ahead and come in with the Mimikyu. And he is going to go for a Swords Dance to get his sharp attack increase, trying to set up on me. I stayed in and went for the Shadow Ball here just to break the decoy. Kind of figured he was going to Swords Dance, but I just had to get rid of the decoy. So this turn I am going to switch out. I don't want to lose my Reuniclus to any kind of ghost move, so I come in with Volcanion, but to my surprise, he actually goes for the Z move instead. I was hoping for either a Shadow Claw or maybe play rough, but he actually goes for the Ghost Z move instead, the Never Ending Nightmare. Really cool move, actually. Actually, miraculously, somehow I do survive that with 28 health. I was not expecting to live that, but Volcanion is very bulky. I'm going to regain some more health with the leftovers, but it's not really going to matter because he is just going to go for the Shadow Sneak, and I am within range that is going to finish my Volcanion off and drop me down to 3 Pokemon. So then I'm going to come back in with the Kartana. And like I said, I am Choice Scarf, so I'm going to outspeed that. I'm just going to go for the Smart Strike, which is surely going to be enough to take care of the Mimikyu and drop him down to 2 Pokemon. And I'm also going to get the Beast Boost to raise my attack stat. So then he's going to come back in with Toxapex, and that is going to force me to switch out. Like I said, I am Choice Scarf, so into Smart Strike, so nothing I can really do. So I'm going to come back in with the Reuniclus, as he actually just goes for a Scald. And that's not going to do too much of anything to me. And again, I'm not taking any damage from the poison because of the magic guard. So he has really no business staying in here now. So he's going to come in with the Tapu Koko, and the electric surge is going to activate. So I just went for a psychic to get damage. That is going to drop him all the way down to the red, but he just barely survives that, unfortunately. So I'm actually going to go for a switch here. I'm not really sure what he's packing, but I do want to save my Reuniclus for the Toxapex, so I'm going to come in with the Muck to try and absorb whatever he does. He's just going to hit me up with a U-turn, actually, which is not going to do too much damage. And then he's going to get the mandatory switch back into the Toxapex, as I am going to regain some health with the Black Sludge. So this turn I stay in, and I'm just going to go for a knockoff here to get some damage and get rid of his Black Sludge so he can't recover quite as fast. He's just going to hit me up with a Scald. Not going to do too much damage. I'm sure he was hoping for a burn, but he does not get that. And I'm going to regain more health with my Black Sludge. So I'm just going to stay in and go for another knockoff here for more damage. I could hard switch here, but I don't want to risk him predicting that and setting up. So I stay in. He actually just goes for another Scald, so not doing much damage to me. So again, this turn, same logic. I'm kind of sitting pretty here, just wearing him down with the knockoffs. But unfortunately, he just goes for the recover this time to put himself back up to almost full health, as I am going to regain even more health with my Black Sludge also, and that's going to be it for the electric terrain. So again here, I'm just trying to chip him down with knockoffs. I don't really want to risk switching something in to a Scald burn or letting him try to set up. So he actually goes for the Scald again, and this time he does get the burn on me, so that is not good at all. My Muck is burned, so I'm going to regain health with the Black Sludge and then take some damage from that burn. So this turn I kind of have no choice but to just go for the hard switch. Burn Muck is not going to do much of any damage to him at all. So I'm going to come back in with the Kartana. He does go for the Scald. I'm just really hoping that he does not burn me. And fortunately, he does not get the burn. So that is nice. So this turn, I'm going to go for the Psycho Cut, trying to take him out. That drops him to about a quarter health, but he does survive. And he's going to go for the Recover again to put himself back up to about 3/4 health. So then I'm going to hit him up with another Psycho Cut this turn, again trying to take him out. Again, dropping him down to about a quarter, but he does survive. Hits me up with a Scald again, and again he does not get the Scald burn. Luckily for me, that's only 1 out of 5 Scald burns for him, so this man is pretty unlucky when it comes to that. So this turn I am just going to be able to take him out with another Psycho Cut and drop him to 1 Pokemon and get the Beast Boost also to raise my attack. So finally, he's going to come back in with the Tapu Koko, which is barely still alive, as you can see. He's going to get the electric terrain out once more, but it's not really going to matter because, again, I am Choice Scarf, so I'm just going to hit him up with a Psycho Cut one more time, and that's going to be more than enough to take out the Tapu Koko, and that is game. So thanks for watching again, everybody. Hope you all enjoyed. Please hit that like button, leave a comment, and or subscribe if you did enjoy, and stay tuned for more new battles in the future. And again, like I said, I'm going to leave the link to Jordan's channel, aka CrashLove37. His channel is Crash Love Gaming, and the link will be in the description. So if you're into gaming in general, go ahead and check them out. They have some pretty interesting content on their channel as well. So that's it, and we'll see you next time.